I was just told on Sunday, September 21st, that I was accepted into a market on Saturday, September 27th. What? The market that I'll be participating in less than 4 days is at Colada Coffee in St. Paul, Minnesota. My friend Rory likes to go there, and they had a sign for their We Art Market, and she sent it to me and said that I should apply. And so I did. A part of the registration process that made me think that I might not have been picked was questions about one's minority or marginalized identity. So they were hoping to help promote and host BIPOC people, LGBTQ+ people, and also people with disabilities or people that have just been having a harder time getting reached, like on social media, they said. I kind of do fall into that category as a deaf and hard of hearing person, so I did make sure to mention that and say that I'd be representing the deaf and hard of hearing community. But because I hadn't heard anything, and I believe the registration for it was due like Saturday the 13th, I thought they'd get back to me. I was like, oh, I guess I just didn't get picked. Whatever, that's fine. No, I got picked. I got picked, and I'm a little bit scared. I have enough inventory. I'm scared of parallel parking because it's kind of in like their back alley, and when I was looking at the map, they don't have a parking lot. I mean, a lot of places don't, but trying to parallel park is not one of my strong suits. From what I can tell, there are 8 vendors total, and I'm very happy to hear that tables and chairs are going to be provided, which means I have a lot less things to try and Jenga into my car. Hi, I'm Anna. I run a small business called Miss A Crochet, where I crochet plushies to sell at in-person events, and I design my own crochet patterns to sell online. I also do a bunch of social media stuff, so if you're liking what you're seeing so far, make sure to subscribe and check out some of the other things that I'm doing so we can keep hanging out after the video ends. Unfortunately, I'm really sick right now. I thought I was getting better. In fact, when I was writing this script at work yesterday during one of my breaks, I said, I'm recently getting over a cold. She's still here. In fact, I think it has now turned into some sort of fever or something. I look sickly and I feel sickly. So that's really fun. That actually ended up taking me out of commission on Monday, and then Tuesday I was at work teaching. So I haven't really gotten a bunch of things done since I found out about the market on Sunday, but luckily I do have approximately $2,500 worth of inventory, which gives me a very nice kind of cushion to fall back on, except for the fact that I have another market in, I think it'd be like 20 days after that one. But I don't plan on bringing everything to this one, just because it's a little market. One of the things that I really would like to do is go through my inventory and pick what I want to bring. I have ideas. In fact, I have a list. I'm thinking of bringing 2 possums, all of my rainbows. We're going to be in the cities. I feel like rainbows will do well. I definitely want to bring some swinging pets, otters, some of my random ones like a shrimp, my uterus, well, not mine, but it's my crochet one. Probably all of my turtles, just because they sell well and I love making them. Some Junimos. I feel like, you know, a lot of people that I went to school with in Minneapolis knew about Stardew Valley, and so I'm assuming St. Paul, right next door, people will know about Stardew Valley in the cities. And I say that in the most loving way. Like, people in the cities are my people, I just don't live there, unfortunately. I'll probably bring all of my cats, groovy flowers, maybe all of my axolotls. I am debating bringing some of my rats and frogs because to me they're like borderline could be Halloween. Like, rats are kind of spooky. Frogs, you know, like witches turn people into frogs, and I don't know if I want to save those for my Halloween themed one, because I'm definitely going to try and save my like ghosts, candy corn, my witch that I have, the skull, and those sorts of things for the Halloween one. So I don't really know, but I think I might save those just because I really want to have like a nice Halloween display. I will be bringing my Studio Ghibli guys. I think I have a No Face, I have Ponyo, Calcifer. Either way, I think it's just kind of good to get a sort of idea of some of the things that I want to bring and what I have again, since I haven't done a market since July. Especially because then I can double check and see if there are any gaps that I need to fill this week. Maybe I do need to make some more frogs. I definitely need to work on some cats. Maybe because we're selling at a coffee shop, I need to make some coffee themed items. So I think my to-do list for today is I need to write a thank you card to my, what would it be? Great uncle. He built a thing for 2 of my displays. So I need to write him a thank you card. I need to email the people hosting this event and see how big their tables are so I can figure out what size tablecloth to bring. And then I have a bunch of cats that I need to finish. In fact, I think I have 5 or 6 that I need to finish. This one only needs his whiskers, but I think that having a lot of cats is always a good thing. Even if they don't sell, cats are almost now like my new turtles. Like, it's crazy. So I think we're going to write that letter, message them, and finish a bunch of cats before I start feeling worse. Hi. I have now officially finished 6 cats. I have this little guy with the weird little stripes on his tail. Classic. A little cream one. A gray speckled one. This one, which reminds me of Pusheen? Pusheen. And another speckly one with little dark brown socks. That means that I have now at least $120 worth of cat inventory, which is very exciting. I know that cats do well. It is 5 to 5, so one of my parents is gonna be getting home from work and we're probably going to eat dinner. And I don't really know if I'm gonna be checking in with you again. So I will see you in like a second, but I don't really know when. Thursday, September 25th. I'm wearing the same clothes because that's what you do when you're sick and you don't leave your house. I started working last night on a espresso cup because again I wanted to have some of the coffee themed things. It's very Jelly Cat. I'm hoping I can finish it. If I like it, make another in a different color, or the same color. I feel like espresso cups are usually always in a white or cream, but that's not that fun. That's what we have thus far. It is 1 p.m. I slept in until like 12:15. I don't want to be sick anymore. No fun. No fun. Today is Friday, September 26th. My market is tomorrow, and I'm still kind of sick. I think I'm getting better. I think my body's at the point where it's like fighting off the sickness, like hardcore, and I feel like it's really easy for me to get like really hot and warm, and so I think that's what's happening. That means I can get better. I'll deal with it. I'll sit in front of the fan. Yesterday was, I would say, pretty productive. I ended up making 4 plushies and completing 1 more. So, to review, or to really show you, because this market is at the Clada coffee shop, I thought it would be cute to have some coffee themed items. This is a free espresso cup pattern from Instagram. This is the first one I made, and it's actually my favorite. I do have to add blush, because the blush I'd used before was too light and you couldn't see it. So I need to remember to do the blush for this one. I also need to do the blush for this one. I'm thinking doing a darker pink for both. The little heart design at the top, low sew. And then we do have a little blue one. The legs don't always want to sit the right way, which kind of annoys me. But obviously it's very Jellycat inspired. I think it's super cute. I'm hoping that it will do well at a coffee shop event. Those are 3 coffee cups, or espresso cups. Then, while I was watching the new Sinners movie and the new Nosferatu movie, I finished this chubby cat. I'm debating if he needs whiskers or not. I don't remember if I gave my other ones whiskers, but we have this chubby cat. And then I made a majority of this one yesterday, but I finished him up this morning. And so that's all the new things that I've crocheted, other than the cats that I had previously shown you. So now I have a lot of cats to bring and some really cute coffee mugs. Espresso, not coffee. Well, you know what I mean. It's supposed to be espresso. I feel like it just kind of looks like coffee, but whatever. I'm not in the world of coffee. Those are the new things that I've crocheted that I can add into the bin. Except for these 2 who need blush, which we'll do right now because I have the pink right here. While I do that, let's talk about the things that I need to get done. I need to make a shit ton of tags. So I think I'm probably going to make 75 tags. This is not what I'm doing. I'm gonna print 3 sheets of tags. I also need to look at my signage. I believe my last event was a Pride event, so I feel like I have some like Pride themed signage, which is great, but not what this event is. So I might need to go through and double check my signage, especially because I am changing some of my prices. I did reach out and hear back from the event organizers. The tables are, I think it was like 70 by 30 or 70 by 35 inches, and they will be providing white tablecloths, so I don't have to worry about that, which is awesome. I do have to worry about getting my display stuff down from this really high shelf in our garage, but I usually recruit my dad to help me do that because I hate ladders, and he doesn't. So we also have to do that. I'm thinking of bringing a couple extra like stands or bins that I can just kind of have on the floor, because if you only get one table, I do want to be able to have room for me to like reach over, hand people money, and do things like that. I also need to figure out the money. Beyond those sort of logistics, I'm thinking I need to double check like my market bag, make sure I have things all good, some snacks. I also need to post a reminder about the event on my personal and business Instagram to try and get some of my friends and followers to come. The darker blush is so much better. Yes. I also need to take some pictures of these guys since this is my first time ever crocheting them. Plus the cats. Whenever I post pictures of the cats that I've crocheted, they do really well. Also, because I made so many baby axolotls in like the rainbow order, I thought it would be cute to get a couple pictures of them just so that I have more things to post, because I haven't been posting a bunch because I've been sick. One of the things that I also have to do that I'm really not looking forward to is going through everything that I'm bringing to the market and recording myself talk about it. I don't love doing that because I crochet a lot of the same things for each market and it can get repetitive, and it kind of like, it doesn't make me lose my voice, but my throat definitely hurts a little bit afterwards. And I usually wait until the last minute to do it because, again, I'm dumb and I'm waiting until the last minute to do all of this stuff because that's the kind of person I am, and we love it. We love it. I think what I'll do right away is tags. I will start preparing tags. Hello from my floor. I've gotten distracted like 5 different times now. I was cutting my tags, then my dad was ready to help me get things down, and then I realized that I should probably just get everything and have it all in one spot. Also, I changed clothes again. I'm wearing a tube top. I promise. What you doing? Are you looking at the van? You want to come see me, but I have you blocked. I'm sorry. You know what? I don't think I'm even gonna use this. So, yay! I just don't have enough letters or numbers for anything, which is so dumb. But alas, here we are. Thankfully, you don't have to rely on stupid little letters when you just write your signs. All you have to worry about is smearing the frickin' chalk pen all over and having to rewrite it. I think I unfortunately have to go to the bank because I have 9 $1 bills. So I'm bringing in some other cash to deposit, and then I'm going to get 25 $1 bills. And I think that will be good. And I have white chalk paint pen all over me. I hate going to the bank, but I need to. I've been needing to deposit this since like July, if I can read the old date that I had on it. So deposit 25 ones, and then I think I'll be okay. I went to the bank. I work at the bank. I don't know how the audio goes, but I have to recount this cash, and then I can check another thing off my checklist, which is exciting. I went to the bank. I took pictures of the coffee mugs and the cats. My dogs will not stop walking in and out of the room. I need to do pictures for the axolotls, I think, but I also need to finish like 10 axolotls. And so I'm debating whether going live or leaving them behind. That's where we're at. It's already almost 4 p.m. My mother gets home from work at 5, so I could probably only go live for an hour, which would be a nice time constraint. I don't know. Hi, Editing Anna here. I realized while I was editing, of course, that I never filmed an outro for this video. That night I just directly jumped to what I was bringing to that market and, you know, the market video, the market vlog. That night I, with the help of my mom, finished making 75 tags, found some extra tags, so I used those, tagged everything up, went through, picked out what I want to bring. I ended up just bringing what I decided to bring, nothing extra to keep in my car. I was like, it's called a wee art market, I don't need to bring that much. Did that. So you're seeing some of the footage of like the aftermath of me tagging all the items, even though a lot of them I decided not to bring. Yeah, I filmed that thing about what I was gonna bring, and I went to bed. And then I woke up at 5 a.m. the next day. If you're looking for spoilers for how the market went, you have to wait until next week for the market vlog. That's kind of it for this video. Leave a comment, let me know. Did you like the espresso cups? I will have all the links, the cats, the chubby cats, the espresso cups, linked in the description of this video. Stay tuned for that market vlog. Stay tuned for more videos where I'm doing Halloween market prepping. I'm hoping to have some more Halloween things, more market prepping things. There's some stuff I need to restock. I would like to thank you so much for watching. I will be seeing you in the next video. Bye!